In this video, we want to see how a macro can read the content of a cell. So we're gonna try to read the content of those different cells here in many different ways. So let's switch to VBA. Here, as you can see, we have mainly two variables, one to identify the worksheet we want to work with, and then one as a variant to identify the cell value. The first way to do so is going to be by identifying the worksheet here by its position, so the number 1. And then we're going to find the cell value from the range name. So we're going to select here WS sheet, so the variable dot range, and then we're going to select here A1. Using the message box, we're going to displace the value of this cell value variable here. The second method is using another way to actually select the cell, and we're not going to use range A1 here, but we're going to select dot cells and then 1, 1. The first one is the row, so row number 1, and the second one here is the column, so column number 1, which is the equivalent of A1. Finally, the test number 3 is just to select the cell from a different perspective, which is here we're going to select the number of the row, and afterwards we're going to identify with the quotes and uppercase the letter of the column instead of the number. So when I'm launching the macro, we can clearly see that test 1 is A1 my text, test 2 is also the same, and test 3 is also the same. Now what happens is we can quickly change things. So for the test 2, I'm just going to put the row number 2, and for the test 3, I'm just going to put the column B. And now relaunching the macro, here we have test 1 A1 my text, which is A1. Test 2 is test, which is A2, which matches the changes I made in the macro, and the test 3 is test to do B1, which is also what I changed.